Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. I have a very silly goose in my lap. He's coming backwards out of this tube. He was fully inside of it. The cage that he was originally in, that the people who bought him, it was in one of those tiny plastic and wire things, and he would spend his time smooshed up inside of the tube. And he seemed to like it, so I put the tube down in there with him. And when I looked down inside there, he was inside the tube. So I picked it up to show him off again. This is my little dust mop. He's a rescue, and he's a cutie. I don't know how old he is. Apparently about, I'd say, definitely less than a year from his size and all. So I'm going to put him back in his cage. Here we go, little guy. Oh, come on now. You don't want to fall. Here we go. Here we go. No, I know. There we go. And then your tube. There we go, little guy. Yay! Just before I started recording, I debated moving some of my hamster cages around. So probably as this video is rendering, what I'm going to do is move probably Thigmo against the wall, and then bring little Saber over, and then probably one of the other two. So I've only just got 2 hamsters here, 2 against the wall, and then Gojira down there. I mean, it's starting to get to be a lot, so no more rescues until somebody passes on. I mean, probably going to be Thigmo, since his spine is starting to really poke through his skin on his back. Because, once your hamsters get bony, it's starting to get toward the end. And even though he's fairly young, he's just high strung, and stress just tears apart your immune system. So thumbs up for that. Yay. One thing I have been thinking on is I'm always trying to think of story ideas, because I can think, even if I can't make my body do stuff, for 2 reasons. Part of it is fibro and just the injuries and not having energy from the fibromyalgia. It's not good physically trying to do things, because physically I don't have the energy, and it takes energy to think and then type, and all that is just, it's exhausting. Number 2, even though depression lies to you, telling you can't do things because, this, and this, and then list all the stuff that depression tells you. Even though depression lies to you, it still does have a physical component. If you hurt, that makes depression worse. And if you're depressed, that makes pain worse, which makes depression worse, which makes pain worse, which makes depression. It's a cycle, a very, very horrific cycle is what I'm trying to say. So it's just, you're heavy. It's hard to do things. It is physically exhausting to try and get stuff done through depression. I was just thinking this morning, I was playing through Bloodborne again. 2 years back I played Bloodborne, got pretty far, stopped playing. I've been playing Bloodborne again, got even further than I have before. It's been about 2 weeks since I've turned on the PlayStation 4. Just depression, general depression. I'm getting better. I am getting better. I am 1,000% better than I used to be. Even now, as difficult as it is to do stuff with the stuff I'm saying, this is still 1,000% better than I used to be. So, depression really sucks. And so, yay on that. It's hard to get stuff done, but I am still at least trying and pushing as hard as I can. It's hard to tell when, you've got no energy from depression, or is that no energy because of your fibromyalgia? Which one's which? This one you can push through, sort of. This one you push through and thud. You've ran your rechargeable batteries dry. It's time to collapse while you recharge. So, yay on that. Happy days. It's a joyous life. Which it actually is. There is happy days. There are happy days to be had. Life is not terrible. Life is life. It can be good, it can be bad. There's joys to be had just from simple existence. I mean, even existing, being bored with nothing to do, it's better than non-existence. Even if you're depressed. Now, I'm not one of those people that says any existence is better than no existence at all. If you're hurting a lot and you want to go, I feel that that's your choice. Mental, physical, emotional, all of these things. If you're hurting emotionally and it will not stop, if you're hurting physically and it will not stop, if you're hurting in any way and it will not stop, and you're only facing future suffering with no chance of any getting better, yeah. Now, I'm not going to glorify any of this stuff because, death is horrific and nightmarish, and the death of my wife and the death of my mother, it's still a huge major part of my depression. I'm not even able to deal yet with the death of my mother, and it's been over a year yet. I can't even think of it because I'm trying to deal with my wife still. I'm almost at the point now, where I've been able to accept the way I'm living now as my new default normal. When I got married and I had a significant other, that got set in my mind as default normal. And then when she died, that left me this way. And that's always been seen in my head as default, not normal. And so I've been struggling and fighting with this for the past couple years, trying to get to a normal state, but unable to get to that normal state and unable to figure out why I feel I can't get to a normal state. When in my head, that normal state is married to Jennifer. And that's never going to get back. I can't go back to that default state. I mean, even just being married. I don't go see people. I don't have anyone to get married to. So it's resetting in my head. And it's taken years, because this has not been a conscious thing. Where this year I have been slowly figuring this out. Because I'm coming up on 6 years her being gone. That's half the time that we were married. I mean, I got married right around age 40, and at age 52 I was a widower. So it's taken a while for my internal subconscious stuff to re-click, where being single isn't unnatural with my married state being normal. This is my life, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I am single. And if I stay single, that's okay too. And if I find somebody, male, female, somebody who's transitioning, I don't know. We'll go with that, and then I'll be married again, won't I? Whether it's actual marriage by law or marriage by, even though I don't think there's common law marriage in Washington State. Marriage is a contract with the state. You don't need a contract with the state, except of course for stuff like rights and hospitals and all of that. So yeah, in a way you do need the contract with the state. You shouldn't, but you do. But whether I stay single or whether I hook up with a significant other again, there's nothing wrong with either state. My state right now is de facto normal, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. And it's a tiny life. I understand that. I have a bedroom that I sleep in and I store stuff in. I need to go through and get rid of that stuff because I don't use it. I'm just storing it. It's a lot of my wife's stuff. And I have this room where I spend 90% of my time because I have my computer, my consoles, my hamsters, my games, my junk. It's my life. And then a bathroom and a kitchen. I have a tiny life, and when I move out of here, because I can't afford to stay here much longer or I'm just going to sink entirely. So when I get someplace else, who knows what'll happen. I mean, I'll be single, I'll have hamsters, and hopefully I'll have enough space. Not too much, because especially, I mean, I live in a half of a duplex with two other people. They have a master bedroom across the hall with their own bathroom, and downstairs half of the space is taken up by the living room, and then the other half of the space is the kitchen slash dining room with a bathroom off of that, and that's the bathroom that I use. If I didn't have two other people living here, this would be way too much space. I mean, if I lived over in the master bedroom, why would I ever have to leave? It would have room for everything that I want, and my bed, and it's got a bathroom. It would be like, holy smokes, that wouldn't be good. And then the entire bottom half of the house, except when I go to cook food, would be empty. And I don't need a lot of space. I wouldn't know what to do with a lot of space. That's like when I go walking and I see the people with money, with big houses, because they've got huge yards and fenced off so that you can only see through the trees, stuff like that. On the one hand, it's like, yeah, I'm jealous. You know, it's like, you know, of course there are always people that have busted their asses and have made themselves up from nothing. Most people get to where they are because you were born into the economic caste that you're in. You didn't have to bust your back to get where you were. You got where you were because you were born into that strata, and you were able to reap the benefits thereof. Education, getting a job that only someone of your economic status and strata would get without going to college, which only someone of your economic strata can go to. So yeah, people with money largely have money because they come from money, minus the people, as stated. There are people that bust their asses and make empires, but those are through the cracks. And yeah, I get jealous of these people with their big houses, but then I think about it as I'm walking along, and it's like, what would I do if I had that house? What would I do with it? What would I do with a yard that big? How would I take care of it? Why would I want to take care of it? Why would I want a huge house like that when I can barely take care of the tiny spaces that I live in now? I wouldn't mind some of the money. I mean, I want to get out of the economic precipice that I'm in right now, because every single day I worry about what I'm going to do and am I going to survive another month. That part sucks. But even at that, I don't mind the level of money I have, as long as I've got just a little bit more so that I don't have to worry about, am I going to be able to eat today? Am I going to be able to pay for my rent next month? Am I going to have to keep clearing my throat because I haven't been talking all night, and the first thing I do is, wake up and then turn on my webcam and start talking. And then, of course, having to clear my throat all the time. Thumbs up. So, I mean, sure, I'd like to have some money, because I'd like to have, just the little stuff that I'd like to have. I'd like to be able to buy clothing. I'd like to be able to buy the things that I need. I'd like to be able to do things like make sure my dentures aren't going to break because I can't afford to, do the maintenance on them that's required. Thank goodness somebody is one of my watchers and commenters and very kind people paid $80 out of pocket for my eye exam, and is purchasing me 2 pairs of glasses, one of bifocals, one not. Those are going to be showing up soon. For the first time, I'm going to be able to see in like 12 years. If it wasn't for things like that, I wouldn't be able to even live. So I wouldn't mind a little extra money, but on the other hand, I'm not quite even sure what to do with it, because doing the YouTube thing certainly isn't working, as I can't do reactions. And I don't get paid when I do reactions. So I could do reactions and not get paid for them, but my subscriber count, I'm shedding subscribers all the time. My view count's plunging because I can't do reactions, which, again, it's the subscriber count. I've got 181,000 subscribers, and I'm grateful to every single person that watches. And if I get 500 views on any video at all, that's a breakout. I mean, it's done so much better than any other video. So the sub count doesn't really do anything, since people will have generally gone, because you can tell if they didn't, my views would be up, but as they go, oh, I like this reaction, I'll sub. And then they wait for me to do something else in that genre along the lines of that song. And since I don't, they never watch. But even without that, I would personally like to see myself lose 100,000 or more subscribers, bring myself back down to a number that's normal and intelligent for the number of watchers that I have, the number of views that I get. If I could lose 150,000 subscribers and I'd feel a lot better about it. Not if I lost the view count that goes with it, but that 35,000 subscribers, that would be a lot better and much more in line with the number of subscribers views that I get. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyway, though, I'm really late, so I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I count in American Sign Language, but with my fibro, I forget where I am a lot. If I mispronounce the username, my sincere apologies. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to answer them. Yeah. And I'm really tired and confused because of fibro, not confused, just fibro fog. So anyway, Tommy Plays, who asked what happened to the reaction videos, even though I've made like a lot of videos explaining. But no, that got made 5,000 videos. I mean, emotional issues. But thank you very much. I do appreciate all comments. And DJG, that was hard to say, but thank you very much. And Jellyfish Jesus, I like that name. Thank you very much. Black Flower, greatly appreciated. Paige Vaughn, thumbs up and thank you. CF, greatly appreciated. The Free Market of Ideas Herder, thank you very much. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Mamie Clayton, thumbs up. And MRROMINEMR, how about that? And Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciate. _Cherry, thumbs up and thank you. And Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up. We have Adrian Bryan, greatly appreciated. Kieran Slipknot fan, thumbs up and thank you. A Lemon Pie 407, thumbs up and thank you. And Poet, greatly appreciated. And we have Marilee Cachero, excuse me, thumbs up and thank you very much. Looking forward to that. I will unbox on camera. And Russian Timing, thumbs up and thank you so much. Marco H, greatly appreciated. Otto Nika, I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you very much. Artist by Choice, thumbs up and thank you. We have Confused Owl 29, greatly appreciated. Denial, been a long time since I've seen you in the comments, thumbs up and thank you very much. And Norm67, good to see you as well, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and thank you very, very much. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a blog I haven't done anything with yet, but will soon, promise. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly, trying to follow my train of thought must be like trying to follow a grasshopper in a windstorm. Hokey smokes. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until literal end of time. A very good thing. These are so loose. They don't fit at all. I take them out now when I'm not recording and I don't have to be on camera, or when I'm not going out walking, because I don't want them to break and they just don't fit. Thumbs up. Anyway, so annoying. Why did it start off so good and then end up so annoying? I can't even clear my throat properly now. I still got a buzz of mucus going on. Thumbs up. So anyway, I had this video, in case you didn't notice you were watching it. I mean, I sleepwalk. So, and another video coming up, and then another video coming up, because even though nobody watches them, people watch them, just not many, I still can't stop myself because I appreciate each and every one of you, and thumbs up and thank you. I don't have a whole ton of time to talk about things, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so very, very much.